Welcome to Five Mics, One Booth. Back. I know I took a little vacation. Had some stuff I was pretty busy, had to work on. We are back, and we are here. Talk some new music. Got a lot of new music. Got a lot of stuff I've listened to, and then also stuff I need to listen to. But yeah, starting off the bat with the brand new releases: Action Bronze's Johann Sebastian. Baklava, The Doctor, just released 11 tracks, July 11th, so that was about 5 days ago. Now, Charm Claro, I listened to this, I really liked it, thought it was very chill, thought it was very relaxing, really good album, would recommend listening to it. I have yet to listen to that Action Bronson album, listened to I think 2 tracks on it, sounded pretty good so far, so I'm definitely excited to, really dig deep into that and see what's going on with that. Let me see for other albums. We have an EP from King Cruel. Let me get that up in a second for you guys. EP from King Cruel. I believe it is called Shh, which is just SH, but yeah, 4 tracks. I really like Time for Slurp and Whale Shark. Those are my 2 favorites off of that. Pretty good EP, not gonna lie. Also, we have a new album, or at least a newer album that I checked out that I have. I had kind of on my backlog of albums I need to check out that were released in May, but being Submarine by the Mieras. With the track No One Noticed being my very big standout. That's actually probably going to be my #1 track of the month. We also have some new Rio Vaz, some new Ichika Aoba. Don't know if I said that on my last episode. This actually came out a couple weeks ago. Let's see what else we got for new releases. We have a new Isaiah Rashad feature. We have, let's see what else we got. We got New Blue. That's nice. I'm trying to see for albums, because for albums, I've been a little slacking. I'm not gonna lie on my album listening. I know. But there's a lot of coming out in a very short amount of time, and I gotta be better on my stuff, man. But I think I'm pretty caught up with everything that I was looking forward to. Yeah, it looks like I am. But getting into the new singles of the week. New singles of the week. We got 2 Mavi singles. We got Drunk Prayer, that released 4 weeks ago that I probably talked about. And then we have I'm So Tired. With I'm So Tired being the standout, we have Off-White Lumberjack 2, which I probably talked about as well, which is a new Boldy James single, and then Loretta by, no, not Loretta, don't know where I got Loretta from, but Lithonia by Childish Gambino, which is really good. I think he's doing a new album. It might be a tie-in of that movie he's doing. I think it is a tie-in of that movie, new movie he's doing. We also have new JPEG Mafia. A lot of new releases, man. This is a very busy new release time in the summer. Yeah, we also have new Zakari album. We have what else we got? New Brendan Number Hard single. Yeah, we got a good amount. We got a good amount, to say the least. But yeah, what do I want to talk about first? Honestly, I kind of want to talk about this Mavi single because I've been listening to it a lot. I like Drunk Prayer. I think I like I'm So Tired better. Out of the 2 that he's released so far, but they're definitely very standout. And I'm very excited for this new record. It seems to be a different vibe than his last album. His last album was my album of the year for 2022, which was Laughing So Hard It Hurts, which has a very kind of chilled, laid-back vibe with a lot of lo-fi releases. And then so with that being said, like, this album I think has a little more of a, I don't know, the instrumentals are still kind of that chilled out, but have that more of this staying power in the aspect of like they are very like in your face, with how they hit you with I'm So Tired having these like kind of like this orchestral feel, especially with like the lyrics being very hard hitting, from Mavi. And like Drunk Prayer too has a very similar sound to it. That new Gambino single, I really like it, and I really think it's good. I just hope that the rest of the album for that movie holds up to that single. I'm a little skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. Mostly with the fact that I was not really big fan of Atavista. It wasn't really super well received for me. And I'm a big Gambino fan, so I still have hope. But yeah, that new King Cruel I was not expecting. I was gladly surprised from. Nomad, Claro. That was the single that I kind of was like, that got me really excited for her album Charm. And then, because Sexy to Someone was great, but I thought Nomad was a little bit better. But yeah, I think that the album delivered. Definitely delivered. It didn't overstay its welcome. Pretty sure it was 11 tracks. Like a 30-40 minute album. Was very good, very enjoyable listen. I did not come away with it with any bad thoughts. I think a couple of the tracks maybe could have used a little bit more energy in some of their sound, but other than that, I think it was overall a very consistent project, and I'm very happy to hear and get another Claro project. I think that is something that we definitely needed, and I'm glad that I got to experience that. Most definitely. I am a big fan of Claro's work and her discography, so I'm very glad that she can add another very solid body of work to that. Yeah, that's at least the music updates for the new stuff. What have I been listening to other than new music? I've been listening to a lot of electronic music as of recent. A lot of that No One Noticed, that single I've been listening to a lot. I'm trying to think of another single. Summer Nights by Ferdous, I think is how you say his name. It's like Ferdous. And then Platonic by Groovy has been a single that I've also been extremely heavy on. Both of those have been very played a lot as of recent for me. Yeah, I think it is very definitely. I'm in summer mode. It's hot. It's like where I'm at right now. It's been in the 90s consistently. But yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting time in my life, as well as graduating college and kind of discovering what the world is actually like. Because once you get into college, I feel like you get a small taste of what the world is like. But once you graduate, it's kind of just like, oh, world. And I haven't found a full-time position yet. I'm still looking, and it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely a little scary, being 22, not necessarily knowing what I want to do with the rest of my life. Kind of have an idea of I have a general idea of what I want to do, but not necessarily having like a solid plan of like, I want to do this. And then also on top of that, having kind of like waking up and feeling like a little purposeless in that aspect too, where it's like you see all of the your friends that did get jobs working their jobs, and then also like your other friends who are doing other cool things, and people who have purpose outside of that, where it's like, I know your job shouldn't be your purpose and your career shouldn't be your purpose in life, but for me at least, it gives me a schedule, it gives me a routine, which allows me to really get invested in whatever I'm doing and kind of find that purpose and find that meaning in this in this time in my life, where it's like, I know there's going to be a lot of good things to come, especially in the future, but it's a little hard to like manifest those right now, because like it is just a lot of what ifs, and I'm very excited to see where things are going, and then we got a lot of new good music coming up, and hopefully I can get back, when I'm back on a routine, I can get more on a consistent schedule, uploading 5 mics, because I feel like sometimes a little inconsistent when I'm not on a routine and on a schedule. I have been in the past doing radio, like I would take a week or two off, and that would be like my week or two vacation, and I can always do that like in the future, where I might take a week or two off, just because that's something that everybody has to do. You don't want to overwork yourself in the aspect of like, I do want to give you guys consistent content every week, but I do want to be able to have my own time to kind of chill and do my thing. But yeah, I definitely think if you are in the same boat as me, you're 22, you're not even 22, let's say you're 40, you're 30, whatever, and you're still kind of figuring it out. Hey man, you're like everybody else, and we're all going through our journey, and I feel like I'm not necessarily trying to speed run the destination, but I'm just trying to find the steps to like really start to enjoy the journey, because I feel like I don't enjoy the journey enough. I don't enjoy this time that I'm using to actually spend on like being creative and finding creative outlets for things, and really kind of defining what I want to do in my 20s, where I'm too worried about, again, that definition where I'm like, I should just enjoy being 22 and graduating college and finding a job, and like enjoy this time of where I'm like first finding that first job outside of college, and like it's an exciting time, and it's stressful, but at the same time it's like I shouldn't let it define how I feel, where I feel like a lot of people will definitely define how things make them feel. Well, for me, I don't necessarily align myself with that. And I really do want everybody who listens into Five Mics to feel like they have a place to come to where they're like, yo, like this is like, we can talk about music, games, whatever, chill, hang out. Speaking of video games, Elden Ring DLC, that came out, was playing that for a while. Overall, I think it's very good. I think the criticisms are a little valid with the difficulty, especially for that final boss. But I think overall, I think it is very consistent, and there are things in the game to make it easier for you to succeed. So overall, I think it was a good DLC. I've been playing a lot of stuff. There was a Steam Summer Sale. There's a lot going on. Music is definitely something that helped me get through my gaming. I feel like music is such a good thing to put in like the foreground and background of things, where it's like even in Five Mics I'll play music in the background because it's nice to have something to kind of add a little bit of it's almost like spicing up your meals, where it's like, yeah, you can have plain chicken, but why not add like garlic powder, onion powder, like paprika, like things like that to like spice it up a little bit. And that's why I feel like it's music can kind of do that for a lot more things than just like being in the foreground. Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna listen to an album, where it's like, yeah, no, you can listen to it in the car, you can listen to an album while you mow the lawn, like things like that, where it's like music could be something to help you chill, or music could be something where it's like you throw in a tune while you and someone else are talking, where it's like could be the backdrop to a conversation. Let's say things are getting a little stale, then you can just let that music kind of ride out and chill out. So yeah, I think music is a great tool for that. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see what albums and what things come out in the future, and kind of collect my thoughts more on those. I do want to give a more proper review on that Action Bronson album, and definitely I'll probably retouch on the Clairo album too, just things I liked. I kind of just like listened to that Clairo album like once through and didn't necessarily collect my thoughts.